Hey, Strick, thanks for your help there.
You're welcome. I was doing the job you were assigned to, which is to protect Barnaby.
I think you did a good job. Thank you.
I think I did a good job of it too.
I am going to see if I can tell whether she has disease or anything.
Why don't you make a TLC check? Oh my God, it's a TLC check.
I did.
It's an actual TLC check.
I have +5. 19.
Oh, that's amazing! So you're looking at the wound, and you're looking at all the other stuff, and you're like, this is gonna fester somehow. This is gonna be bad. Right? So you think, I mean, whether she gets a disease, or whether she gets infected, or whether she gets something.
A good thing to do?
What?
Can I tell what is a good thing to do? Or not?
No. Sadly, you can't. If you rolled one higher, you could quarantine. Leeching and then burn the body.
You're gonna promote it, it's the only way to do it.
Suck the blood out. Medieval practice.
Right, exactly. By the way, that's one of my favorite Monty Python
You're
skits.
petting?
The whole ancient leeching stuff. You never saw it? What's his face? It was so famous. Bill Murray and Steve Martin did a reprise of it, on Saturday Night Live. Did you see that one? Oh, perfect. They're both freaking hilarious.
With my parents?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I understand.
I'm surprised you're here.
Yeah, there you go. Well, trains were invented hundreds of years ago, so they're okay.
Oh, okay. Just barely.
Yeah, right. They're tried and true. Okay, so
It's because they're eco-friendly. Compared to other forms of transportation, that he can actually ride them.
is that the actual stick? Is that your stick? Eco-friendliness? Really? I'm
Roll number was back to
I did money.
Okay.
I wish I could take it back.
See, my parents have no problem with cell phones. They depend on other people's cell phones.
Sure.
Like when we got broken down on the highway, that nice guy.
Speak to the camera when you say this.
That's okay. The
You know,
video actually
Kathy's
doesn't
gonna-
go on the site yet.
So I'm sorry.
It's like an email. Fast forward in 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay.
And check out what Colin's got to say.
So, where is this coyote of yours?
Yeah, where is the coyote, guys?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a spot.
I'm gonna look like it.
Okay, let's look at this watch.
Yeah, I'll do it too.
I have a +6. 21.
+4.
Fix it.
+1. We're looking for the coyote?
Yep. Dang.
I'll look for the
I
coyote.
had
Excellent.
+5.
+0.
17.
Okay, very good. Okay, so which one is it? By the way, when you make the rolls and all this other stuff, you can announce the thing and roll it yourself. I don't have to be looking at the roll when you do the thing. But do what he was doing. Just call out a number. You know what the whole spiel is. Okay, you are absolutely. You guys get a whole bunch of power rolls here. 21 plus. You're actually certain that if this thing were around, you would be able to find it. It's nowhere to be found. Okay. Moreover, you can't even see any evidence that it was here, right? So you don't even know. Yeah, but you don't know what's going on with this. Okay.
I'm gonna do a no arcana. What the fuck I could possibly do?
Sure, go ahead.
Wait.
No arcana on everything. No arcana on everything.
+10 for it. I have to.
Wait a second. The silver
I have to
things
agree, it looks kind of magical.
could have been created by the wolves to lure people over here for the wolves to attack them.
Oh my gosh. 13.
Why am I making a no arcana check on a coyote? That's what you're thinking. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking there. Thanks. Yeah, so who knows what I'm proposing for everything? But it is pretty strange that the wolf.
It should lead us right here to something really strange. I mean, this isn't like a normal forest thing. It looks like.
That's right. Yeah, it's almost like you don't want to make any statements here, so but it's almost like it intended to bring you over here for these wolves to see these wolves.
And what's around here aside from the dead
You don't
bodies?
say.
Is anything?
It doesn't seem like there's anything really interesting. There's some trees and some bushes and some other types of stuff.
Now, I've grown up with druids.
You have you? Yeah.
Like, I mean, is this the type of thing that, things that nature does to protect itself or something like that? Have I heard them talk about anything like this?
We needed to come over here and take care of these dogs no matter what. So
This isn't natural.
I tell you what, I'll let you know that and have a successful no nature check.
I don't have a no nature.
Well, there you go. Okay, so you don't know. Okay.
We saw what we needed to see.
Wait, I know
Let's-
some nature.
Let's think.
Oh, you know some no nature?
Okay, can I have?
You want to try some no nature? You want some no nature?
All right, plus 1.
Whoa!
12.
You know about as much about that nature as you did about
Eating a rock?
Eating these wolves, yeah. Yes, excellent.
Keep going.
So,
Strick.
oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
To answer your earlier question, okay. Yes, you know that there could be stuff that you could do with which to help for disease with your TLC, but you know that beyond you.
Okay.
You're doing it yourself. Right. So I just realized that when you asked the question about whether you could do something, you could, but you're not able to use it into.
So essentially what I know is that we need to get her somewhere.
Yeah, sometimes we're made, exactly.
Can anyone else do TLC? Here.
I can try.
You have a heal skill?
No, I have the charisma.
Oh, the right.
Yeah.
Yes. Plus 0. That's a 19.
Oh! It's so close!
But if you guys confer, right?
You conferred, then you realize that you can't do that. Okay. So the way you use it, you basically, she tells, she describes, I think that maybe someone else could try it. You do it, and you say to yourself, I think I know exactly the same amount about this disease as she does. So it's very clear that Thalia is going to come down to something.
Well,
but you don't know what to do.
One thing that we have to make absolutely certain: do not touch Barnaby.
That's not cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's my army coming out.
It's okay, we'll bring you food.
So Strick, we gotta get her to a doctor. So
Well, the best care that we could possibly give her would be in Gateway, which I believe is 3 or 4 days away. So we'll just need to get her there as quickly as possible. And
what about Jeremiah?
die on the way.
What's a cleric?
That's where we're meeting.
Wait, you're absolutely right. As long as we just meet up with the rest of the group, then Jeremiah will probably be able to cure her. You're absolutely correct. So we don't even need to go to Gateway. So as long as we can just get across the river and meet them there, then we should be fine.
Let's do it.
That's what, a day from now?
What?
About 6 hours?
About 6
When are we
hours.
scheduled to
How long will that take?
Oh, me too. I think we're still a couple days away. I'm uncertain, but I think we're still a couple days away from the actual river. Crossing the river.
Okay, well, let's just avoid some of the side trips. Let's get going.
Sounds good to me. Okay.
So, you continue on for that day? Nothing else interesting happens?
Change my spells.
You don't see the Silver Coyote. It's the next day. What do you want to do for your spell?
Rather than read magic, acid spell. I'm gonna try all 0 levels.
I think you should try that. You got them all. You should try them all.
There's a few useless.
So far, which one is your favorite? I think your favorite is Days
Color sprite, clearly.
That's a personal spell.
Oh, sorry.
Days person, no, not really. I don't know. I
You used it so often.
Don't go there. Anyway,
How much anti-human things are there in this area?
I don't know what you mean. Anti-human, anti-personnel,
No,
anti-something.
like the anti-human. The bloodhogs, they specifically just attack humans. You say no. If we didn't have humans with us, they'd probably just flow us by.
Yeah, but I think that's just because that's what bloodhogs are.
I'm not sure
I
that's...
don't know that things have a man-on for humans.
And that could be taken 2 ways, too, Alexander. It could be that they really hate humans, or it could be that they just really like humans.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
You ever have liver? Maybe they like liver.
Who wants a half?
Human
I
liver.
think in this last combat, just trying not to be who was up and available.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Keep our eyes open though, because I think, I'm all into forming theories.
Hypothesis is
Forming theories.
I'm gonna keep looking for stones.
Sure. At this point in time, I'm just going to make the assumption that you're making spot checks regularly to go for stones. Go ahead.
How many hit points do I get back overnight?
Okay, so it's the next day.
You said it was the next day.
It's the next day. Okay.
And I'm still looking for Mustangs.
I want to flex some arrows.
Go ahead.
Make them, they craft
You
them.
get 4 back.
Okay, I'm at the full.
Yep.
Oh, how about me?
You get 3 back.
I do?
Yeah. So yours is
Oh,
great.
15.
It's so convenient actually having the things here. With 15, you can flex an arrows. Okay.
I restock. You want some arrows?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I'll give you 3 arrows.
Is making a net something that I can do?
I think that's pretty
I'm
much
sorry,
it.
what's the...
Making a net something that I can do?
Do you have craft name?
Yes.
You have craft name?
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
Making a net. Plus 4. 17.
Yeah. Okay. So you add. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to make it out of like natural materials, or do you want to make it out of rope, or do you want to make it out of? Okay.
Whatever's available.
So it would be easier to make it out of rope.
Okay, rope it is.
Okay.
Do we have
Do you have any rope? Okay.
Do I have rope?
You have rope.
I don't think so. We got water, wineskin rations, knapsack rations, clover boots.
Anybody have rope? Anybody have rope?
More rations.
Yeah, bro.
You have rope?
I do.
Okay, very good.
If I did, I would know.
Do you want to sacrifice, I don't know, 50 feet of rope or something to mix some net?
Oh, wait. My rope disappeared.
I'm not
No, my rope disappeared.
Oh, very the case of the disappearing rope. What?
What's the difference between that and natural materials? Do I rolling in or something?
No, you would need a higher thing for the thing, and it would take longer. That's too bad. Yeah. So do you want to sacrifice 50 feet of rope or for the net, or what you need it for?
I'm just making a net. Just, in case someone needs to tie me up if I become rabid or we need to throw it on something or,
What's available? Yeah, we can tie it up.
Okay.
We into bondage?
Yeah. Actually, I think they could just tie you up with the rope. They wouldn't actually need the net to make it out of it.
What kind of
Or
weapons?
Yeah.
like to throw it on something. In case we run into something else that's nasty.
But
Just
I also
something
took zip
useful.
ties too.
It does seem like a useful thing to have. Why does everybody have a net? Why do we all have nets?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. But okay. All right.
Can anybody throw in that effectively?
It's an exotic weapon. Is it?
Yeah, it is. No one's actually proficient in that.
Oh, really? How could want to be? I guess there's no rope then.
All right, yeah, exactly.
Well, no, this rope. Yeah.
There's just no net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So it is now the 18th day since you've set out.
Already.
The skies are getting very overcast. It drizzles on you again slightly during the day. It's quite warm. You're now into much heavier forests.
Any insects?
No insects yet.
Oh, cool.
I mean, no insects more than whatever normal little bugs around. But definitely not any pests like insects. Okay? So, is anybody going to do anything today?
Still looking for Mustangs.
Okay, maybe another nature center.
+4. I didn't find anything.
Is everybody healed at the full?
Yeah.
Okay.
And foraging as well. I'll grab some food.
Okay, we're using survival.
Survival.
Okay,
And
perfect.
+4.
No, you're not able to really find it.
Okay, so, and it's survival for that?
Yep.
+4. 6.
You're able to find.
No.
Now, by the way, you obviously must be sick. You're actually getting a little bit woozy now because my God, I can't find food. This is the first time that's ever happened to you in your life. I can't find food. Right. So.
Very cool. A pine cone.
What?
Is this edible?
Of course it is.
Everything's edible.
Yeah.
By the way, also, so before we were talking about you going on your heinous eating expedition. I think you've eaten more than enough to determine whether something's going to happen. Also, and as far as you can tell, you can't notice any difference in your power or your capabilities or any of this type of stuff, even after freaking gorging yourself, amazingly. Now, what is interesting though is that you clearly are taking in much more food than you would have even eaten prior to eating the crystal. Okay?
Right.
And you don't feel any heavier, you don't feel any whatever, all this other stuff. Right? So the food is going somewhere. You don't know what's going, but it's going somewhere. Okay? But it's not going to your hips. It's going somewhere.
I mean, I've been eating as much as her.
Yeah,
my fat
it's all going to your hips.
Is my fat factor going to go up soon?
You're a fat guy going up at some point, sure. Yeah. Will that curse will run its course. Make no mistake.
I keep giving him low-calorie food.
here has some celery. Some medicine. Some, yeah, here.
You don't know better.
I can't tell where it's going then?
No, as far as you can't tell what's going on.
I don't feel funny or different than anyone.
No, as far as, well, I mean, let's back up. You don't feel any funnier or differenter than you felt, having swallowed this big crystal and then stuff shooting out of you all the time.
No, that's cool.
Which is a little different than how you felt before. Right. And prior to that, lot. But no, you can't notice any tangible difference. You notice any tangible. Okay. So,
I'm also looking for stones, and I'll make some periodic listen checks.
okay, sure. That's what it's Okay, so rather than having like tons of rolls being done, every single day and all sorts of stuff, if you like, we can simply assume that every day you guys, do some foraging because you guys always look for foraging stuff. That you're trying to spot stones because you guys are interested in spotting stones stuff. And then we're listening for stuff. We're trying to sense other types of things. Would you guys prefer to do that? Because that way I can just like cross out a whole bunch of stuff quickly, and then if something happens, I'll just immediately let you know.
Right.
Would you like to do that?
That works.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay. So, that being said, I'd like everybody to make a spot.
Because we're about to enter combat.
-1.
Yeah!
11
plus 1.
19?
23.
21.
21, perfect. 22? 6. Okay, very good. Okay. So, you guys are doing all of your various stuff. You're doing your foraging, you're doing your other types of things. Touching your thing, blah, blah, blah. Where's Barnaby?
Oh, no.
Oh,
And you four meet in the spot we were. Barnaby's not here. He's gone. Shit.
Where's Strick?
What? Strick's right here with you guys.
It's Cyrus.
Strick.
You didn't see him.
No, mister. What?
Listen for hoofbeats.
His horse is also gone.
The horse is not gone. The horse is here. Yes.
Oh.
So you don't have to listen for hoofbeats.
Hey Barnaby, where are you?
listen for Barnaby.
Yeah.
Strick, do you see Barnaby going anywhere?
Barnaby's not here.
Nice.
Fuck!
He was with you a few seconds ago.
Spread up. Try and find him quickly.
Yep.
Great.
I'm gonna go listen to him.
Okay, very good. Barnaby, listen, check.
Go.
You fail. Whatever it is, it might be fail.
You didn't say bonus.
You didn't say which one?
Listen plus 1.
Yeah.
Woo! Listen plus 6.
Yeah, okay.
Listen plus 5. 23.
Okay.
I'm gonna lead Barnaby's horse.
2.
Okay. So this is what you guys hear.
Get on it, you're.
You hear her fumbling around trying to listen for people. You hear the both of them
Could've done that.
fumbling around trying to listen for people. You hear their heartbeats.